Welcome to day 11 of the LEGO Advent Calendars. And in City, we have a baby with a green ugly Christmas jumper or onesie and a baby bottle. Alright, our first model is going to be... How do I lock the focus? This camera doesn't have that focus switch. Oh well. I've seen a number of different baby minifigures in the last couple of years, but this is the first time I've seen it in dark green. That's cool, and it has the ugly Christmas print on it. Just on the front, looks like. The back is blank. But it's the same art that the rest of the family has on their back. So we have a bald baby, and he doesn't actually have the capacity to hold on to his bottle because baby minifigure hands are too small. But he has a bottle, so let's just place him next to his bottle and call it a day. Our Disney model for day 11 is the Frozen Castle. Alright, our second model is the Disney Castle. So it's fairly basic. Start off with a plate and just put some slope pieces, and then we have these bricks with a stud on one side that holds a ice crystal. Looks like this. And then same thing on the other side. And then we have arch. And then we have a snot brick with two studs, and that holds this shield piece. And then on top of that, we'll put a jumper plate. And looks like we have 3 cones. So that's kind of odd, given all the different small pieces in this. There's only one that is just barely above the threshold for giving us an extra one, and that would be this crystal piece that goes on the top. So we have an extra one of those. In Friends, on day 11, we get a... Oh, I think this is for target practice for the snowball shooter. These are going to be just tiles and not plates, so it'll be easy to knock over. In Friends, we have this wall of snow to knock over. And looking at this, it looks like it's just an assortment of a brick with a tile on top. So we have several 1x2 and 1x1 white bricks, and then we have tiles in a couple different colors. And we're just going to put a tile on top of each brick. And then we have these 1x1 bricks that have a peak on top of them. 3 of those. And again, I'm doing my little trick where you put them on, don't worry too much about lining them up. Set them on the table and push down with your finger, and that will force them to line up. So with 3 of those, then we have 2 where it has a tile instead of the peak piece, because we're going to do 5 stud wide wall, so we need some 1x's. Okay, and then we have extra peak and an extra tile. Alright, so let's assemble the wall that they suggest, which would be alternating colors. And then that's going to go there, that's going to go there, that's going to go there. This is a little tricky to assemble. And then we put our 3 towers on top. Alright, there's our castle. And our final model for day 11 is going to be another shooter, but this time we're shooting gifts. It's the most violent time of the year. Okay, our last model is going to be the model from the Marvel Spider-Man, which is a launcher, very convenient for what we just built from Friends. So let's put this together. We have a usual Lego launcher piece, but unusually we have a big button to push. So that consists of this 2x2 round tile on top of a 1x1 round plate, so that you've got a big button to push. And then we're going to put, let's see, we got these guys here. Here's the other one. Okay, now we need to build our ammunition, and the ammunition is going to be a teal and a white with a pink bow. So let's push it down and line them up. And then we have a red on black with a red bow. Dark red on black with a dark red bow. Okay, everything else is extra parts. All these are extra parts. Of course, if you look at it, we have enough pieces to make each color gift. So now let's pan the camera over and let's see what happens. We put this guy in the foreground and put a gift in it. Not much. I think I have to hold it down with my other hand. Let's try again. Reload. Okay, let's put it right here. Okay, and over the top. Not a very effective weapon. Ah, no good. That's what it's supposed to do. Alright, here's our 4 models all posed together. And next up is to take them all apart and build something original using at least one piece from each model and all pieces from what we've received so far in previous days. So why don't you take up that challenge as well and build something similar? Alright, today's original creation is a snow machine used by ski resorts all around the world when there's not enough snow falling from the sky. So basically, the way these work is they shoot water into the air and in small particles, and it freezes and falls as a fake snow, and then you can go skiing. So let's review how I satisfied this requirement. And the big problem was trying to use a piece from this set that I could find a use for, and the baby bottle is obviously the way to go. And so I thought about it and thought, well, it's a little bit like a water nozzle, so maybe I can do that. So that's what I ended up doing. Looking at the Friends set, we've got the cone piece, and I think that, oh, and also there's these 2 slope pieces on the bottom, and one of them is in the middle there. From the Friends set, that would be this one, we've got the 2 white 1x2 bricks and these tiles. And then from the Marvel Spider-Man set, we have the hinge piece from the catapult, which I'm using with a stud so it doesn't move. And I think that is all. I thought about using one of the pieces from the present, but I ended up not. So the rest of the pieces all came from previous days' sets. You can probably spot some of the parts if you've been following along. Anyway, that's what I came up with. So if you've built something along similar lines, please post a link below and share what you've got.